Yeah, that was one of my major problems when I was competing, is that my legs would sometimes be sore for like 5 days. And I felt that what made it better was not just the supplements that we just discussed that would help. That would definitely help. But the other thing were stretching post-workout. And so stretching post-workout, as well as running that foam roller, made a huge difference. I would say it would make it 50% better right there. So just adding in stretching post-workout and doing that, and then maybe even some light cardio, either post-workout or even the day after, where you're just getting that blood flow in there with additional stretching and active recovery, which is going to be foam rolling, stretching, doing some massage, going in and doing maybe like a Theragun, something along those lines, that's going to be able to help. Those are all things that are going to really help maximize the recovery process. You can do it with anything, but legs are one of those things, man, where I feel that attracts the most amount of soreness in terms of any body part after workouts, especially when you're squatting, right? When you're squatting or you're doing hacks, you're doing walking lunges. I mean, there's not any other body part that I consider like 4 to 5 days of soreness. And back can be a couple days, to maximum 2 or 3. But again, we're talking about the largest muscle groups, legs being the largest and back being your second largest. But how often were your arms sore for 4 days? Yeah, can it happen? If you have a kick-ass workout, especially if you're isolating that bicep and you're supinating that wrist and you're really focusing on it, it can happen, but it's less likely to happen on biceps or shoulders. Then it's possibly chest. Then it goes to back, and then the big daddy, legs. Legs can kick your ass, and it's one of those things where, the only other thing I can think of is it's as torturous as legs is calves. Like, you can sit there and do your calves, especially if you went through a grueling half an hour calf workout and you're standing there and you're shaking and you're like, man, especially if you did your calves and your legs, then you might as well like try to get the handicap plaque, because you're not going to want to walk anywhere or do anything. So what you got to do is you got to make sure you got to either blast legs or blast calves. Try not to do both, because if your legs are really tore up, you could still kind of like use your calves to kind of help, compensate. And, but if you can't do that because your calves are just as bad as your quads and your hamstrings, then you're just going to be like, man, you better call 911.